Hey guys, welcome back to V&J Reviews. It is good to have you here with us today. This is Vin.
And this is Joe.
On this episode, we have to talk about the advent or the arrival, even though they're still fighting, of what looks to be a new god of destruction. So what are we talking about? Another spoiler episode here, episode 125. This is going to be January 28th, so right at the very end of the month. We're looking at a title for this spoiler, The Advent or Arrival of the God of Destruction, Toppo. Now, what does that mean? Does it mean that he's going to become a god of destruction? Maybe, maybe not. But I think it has more to do with the second part of the spoiler, which says this: there is only overwhelming power, which makes us believe that what Toppo has shown us up until now is not even close to what he has to offer, meaning there is an overwhelming power within him that is just not been shown now. And because he has been considered for the position of God of Destruction, that makes sense, because a lot of people would have been placing Toppo at the power or around the power of Goku in God form Blue. But we know that God form Blue is not actually that close to the power of the gods. It is actually significantly less than the power of the gods. You have to move beyond that to even get close to it. And so that would mean that if Toppo is going to be considered for a God of Destruction position, and now we see this spoiler which says there's only overwhelming power, it must mean he is much, much higher than that. And you can even see here on our chart where that would place him far higher than Goku as God form Blue. Now, how high, we don't know yet, but it looks like it's going to be unleashed here in episode 125. And who exactly is he going to be unleashing this on?
As we saw in this last episode, he is currently fighting Gohan and 17, and really, he's taking them on pretty easily. I mean, Gohan did his Kamehameha wave, and he pretty much laughed it off, saying, that's all the power you have. Pretty much, Toppo is really beyond Gohan. Really, I hope that we see Gohan man up and really take it to him, maybe go beyond what he is able to. I mean, that is Gohan. He does sometimes pull out, like, where did this power come from? I mean, that's a Saiyan type of thing to do. But if he does do that, I think that might lead to where we're seeing Toppo even go further. And we saw actually a hint of this before when Goku was fighting Toppo. He went into this red aura thing that we didn't see a fight with yet. But Goku felt like he had to go Kaioken when Toppo started powering up like this. So I feel like this is a massive increase in power. And if this title is correct, it might have been massive enough where he's getting to a God of Destruction level. And I don't see how 17 and Gohan would be able to take this on unless they're going to maybe push Gohan to also a new limit altogether as well. But Toppo, he has a lot behind him, and I don't think we actually have even seen close to his full power, what he can do.
So the reality is, if Toppo has a level of power up in the God tier, which is right here on the chart, if his power level is there, that means that Gohan and 17 are done for. That's just pure and simple. They're done for. Unless they pull some craziness. Because they're going to have to pull craziness in order to pull Gohan up to that level. I don't think 17 has any shot of getting up to that level. Gohan's the only character, but he's not even close to that right now. And so if they're going to pull him up to that level, they're going to have to give him something. He's going to have to transform or something's going to have to happen, because he is not even near that. Unless they just like do something crazy and somehow he just ends up taking him on. I don't even know how that could be a thing. That would just be horrible writing at that point. But at this point, it's like put up or shut up time for Gohan. And with a God of Destruction power level from Toppo, it's pretty much over as far as I'm concerned. Again, unless they they pull something with Gohan here, which would be the only way that it could be, unless another fighter intervenes, like a Frieza character at that point, or Vegeta and Goku step away from Jiren, but that doesn't look like it's happening either. So it's going to be an interesting thing to see here with this overwhelming power awakening in Toppo. I mean, honestly, the way it should go is he should just hand it to 17 and Gohan, and basically they're done. I mean, it really should be a wake-up for Gohan at this point. He hasn't been training. He hasn't been keeping up with his stuff, and they should be off the platform. We should be, I'm in my mind, I'm thinking like Dispo's going to probably go at some point, and 17 and Gohan are going to go. And maybe you're left with, you know, Frieza and Goku and Vegeta and Jiren and Toppo. I mean, it makes the most sense to me. So I think Toppo should be taking them out. That would make the most sense with the scaling of the characters. So we wanted to share this one with you guys, just some of the information and sort of the all sides of the deal here. As always, we hope you enjoyed this. If you do like the channel, the content we give you, please go ahead and click on that subscribe button. But we hope you enjoyed it. This is Vin.
And this is Joe.
Of course, as always, we will see you next time.